Only losers don't buy our shirts. GHC, our new shirt, $20. It's got our beautiful logo on the front, and on the back, it's got a picture of our ghost that's been created by us and the Ghost Hunting Club. It is $20, and you can get it at unccghost@gmail.com. Just let us know what size you want.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to a special edition of the Ghost Hunting Club podcast. This one, we normally do one a month, and we've already done the October podcast that comes out way before this video will. So, but either way, we wanted to do this one in costume for you guys because we love you so much. This is what
we came up with.
So, Nick, start us off. What are you?
So, going this way over, I'm the first one to have a costume.
Hey,
I'm not calling anybody out.
I'm Clark Kent, for those of you who don't know who he is.
Anybody out. Clearly,
The suit, the glasses, come on now.
if you can't tell by my flannel, all my Starbucks, and my high-class water, I'm a typical white girl. Just missing the blonde hair.
And
Almost got it, though, but didn't have time.
yeah, and then you're too tan to be a white girl, but okay.
That's part of it. Should I have gone?
He has a point.
That's true. Wait, you're not taking selfies of yourself
Oh,
right
that's
now.
true.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
should-
I gotta find the best Snapchat filter.
There you go. Okay.
While Nick's
You
doing
gotta put
that,
coffee
Emily,
on your face.
what's your costume?
Well, I am Minnie Mouse, mainly because I already had the ears at home, so I was like, well, this is easy, but the only thing I was missing, oh my, the only thing
Send that to me, I'll put it in the podcast.
The only thing I was missing was the skirt to be Minnie Mouse, so I went out and bought fabric and made the skirt myself, which serves no purpose because sitting at this table you cannot see the skirt. So,
We'll stand up, let him see it.
Yeah.
well, I don't think I'll be in frame if I do that. Look at all the hard work and effort I put into this skirt. Not really. I didn't sew it. It's literally hot glued together. We're not going to talk about it. Anyway, I'm Minnie Mouse.
We're on a budget.
I was on a budget. This whole thing cost me $5, so.
I was gonna be Beetlejuice, and I brought the whole outfit, but then I didn't feel like putting on any more than the suit jacket. So this is what you get.
I have a question about the suit jacket.
Go ahead.
Where did you find a black and white striped suit jacket?
SpiritHalloween.com.
Oh, okay. It's like a costume.
Yeah.
I just was wondering.
Adult Beetlejuice costume thing.
Are they a sponsor?
No.
Spirit Halloween.
In fact, I have a big beef
Yeah.
bone to pick
Okay.
with Spirit Halloween.
Ironic. Bone
Yeah.
to pick.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Funny.
There used to be one on University City right by UNC Charlotte, and it's not there anymore. Normally it's a Habitat Restore, 9 to 10 months out of the year, and then right around Halloween it switched over to Spirit Halloween. It's not there. So this is part of the reason why I'm in a half Beetlejuice outfit. I was gonna go there after work yesterday to get a Dracula costume. I wasn't there. So
I wondered why you sent in the group text that you called Dracula and then didn't dress up as that. Okay.
And then Party City sucks. So
We will get no sponsors from Party City on this
Who's their
video.
rival? They might sponsor us. Do they have a rival?
Spirit Halloween would be a good competitor if it was
you
a
were
store
open
that I
around
could-
here.
that I could reach.
Halloween City is off of Concord Mills, but it's Party City still.
Concord Mills though, I just want it right there.
He wanted convenience.
We all did.
we all wanted
We all wanted
convenience.
Oh, we're not sponsored by Starbucks either.
Yeah, well, technically you're not a Starbucks. Technically. Oh, you got a Starbucks thing.
Right
This
here.
cup is not.
It's right here.
But this
It's
cup
right
is not a
here.
Starbucks cup. This cup
True.
is a Barnes and Noble's
Technically
cafe cup.
We're not sponsored by them.
So you're like a smart white girl.
That's
you
true.
read books.
I go there and I
Or you pretend to
study.
be smart.
Yeah, or
Or just-
pretending to be smart.
Most of the time I'm just taking selfies, like I was earlier.
Right.
But then I get my flannel on and then I go study.
Mm-hmm. How's that working for you?
I have a lot of work to do.
So,
Nice.
what happened to your computer?
Well, I'll tell you. So, a few months ago, I built a editing PC. So it costs, like, with parts and all that stuff, it was like $1,100, $1,200 just for all the parts of the PC. So I put it together, so it's like, it is 10 times better than something you could buy in a store, like a Dell or HP or whatever. Really happy with it. Also, I knew my laptop at some point was going to give out because I bought my laptop when I was a freshman in 2011, and normally laptops don't last but 4 or so years, and it's been 6 plus. Yeah. So, anyways, my laptop was doing all right. I just knew eventually it would break. And then as soon as I started looking at parts for this new computer on my laptop just slowly starts, like, it knows I'm going to replace it. And it's just like,
It knows, it's like, oh, he's giving up on me already.
yeah, and it just like slowly starts dying. And like, whatever. I can't find anything wrong with it. I can't literally just.
It gave up.
Yeah, it knows. It's like, okay, I'm going to stop working for you because I know you're going to replace me. Either way, part of the reason why I replaced you, laptop, if you're watching. Either way, yeah, I have beef with it, for sure. So anyways,
A lot of people.
we've been editing a full investigation for months. I've been editing it for months. It's our 4th trip to the North Carolina, and all of those files are on the laptop. So the video is supposed to be released October 27th. I'm not sure if this one comes out before that or after.
It's after.
I think this might be a day or two after the NC full investigation. So if you're watching this and the full investigation is not out, for whatever reason, well, this is the reason.
The
why
reason
I'm
is
talking
his
about it.
laptop, probably.
So all the files are on my laptop, no big deal because it's still working, it's just slowly dying. All I need is literally turn it on, get the files off, a few at a time, edit what I need to edit, go back in, get the stuff, blah, blah, blah. Well, while I was doing that, I didn't have room on my desk, and so the laptop was on my lap. It fell over, and I hear the fan inside, the internal fan inside of the laptop case. It's just hitting something metal, so it's just like da-da-da. So not a big deal. It just means the fan's broken. That's not a problem. But I turn it off, blah blah blah. When I turn it back on, I can tell it's completely, pretty much done at this point. But I know a lot about computers, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to get the hard drive off of it and put the hard drive onto my PC. So because my PC can take up to 3 hard drives, right? So not a big deal. The only problem is the laptop hard drives have a different connection to a PC. You just buy an adapter. It's $10 on Amazon. Shout out to Amazon. Please sponsor us. You're awesome.
We do like you, so,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
use you a lot.
No beef with Amazon.
No beef with Amazon.
I work for Amazon. Fantastic company. But yeah, so I bought this $10 cable. No, whatever. It was supposed to be here Saturday. I just moved into a new apartment, so I had been getting all of my Amazon packages to my house, where I used to live, and just swing by, picking them up when they come in. This was the first package that I had sent to my new apartment. It was a $10 cable, so I knew if something went wrong, it would be that big of a deal. But I obviously wasn't going to send like really expensive pieces of electronics and stuff. Either way, first package ever sent to the apartment. It says it's delivered. I don't have the mailbox key. My roommate does, and he was out of town until Sunday. Whatever, that's okay. He gets on Sunday. He goes down, checks it, says there's nothing in there. So I'm like, okay. So I go to USPS. I track the package. It says it's delivered. It's not in the mailbox. It's nowhere in the lobby to be found. And so I freak out. So I go to USP.com, and I go to file a claim. Hey, my package is lost. Hey, they're like, hey, you have to wait 7 days after it's been lost to file a claim. It's like, what good does that do?
Right, it's going to be lost for 7 days.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just going to order another one because it's $10.
And you can get it here in 2 days.
Yeah, can't call anyone on the phone, can't email them. It's like, literally, you go to like, hey, why are you emailing us? Hey, I lost the package, and it's another drop-down thing. It's like, when did the package ship? And unless you lie, it's just gonna say, it's gonna redirect you to a page just like wait 7 days.
But as soon as if you lie, it's gonna go back and look at your
Yeah, it's
shipping,
gonna
and
say
it's
like,
gonna be like,
we can't find that package.
Right.
Wait 7 days. And then, so I just went straight to Amazon, which is kudos to Amazon. I emailed them, I was like, hey, this package is gone, USPS is no help. Please just send me a replacement if you can in the meantime until Amazon can track down the package. Because Amazon does this every single day, I'm sure stuff gets lost all the time.
yeah.
Amazon literally sent me back an email, was like, we've already shipped it, it's on the way. So I was like, okay, perfect. So it should have gotten here today. My roommate just checked, it's there, so we're good.
Oh, it is there? That's good.
But the problem is, I haven't, the NC is done up until a certain point, and none of the other files, I can't access any more files until I get this thing. So I can't start on it tonight, so tomorrow, when I get off work, I'm gonna have to rush this to get it out by the 27th,
Yeah.
which,
If the quality just
Well,
goes down a little bit.
or if the video is not there at all.
It'll be
yeah.
there soon.
Yeah, it's like, we just keep having
Yeah,
technology
technical.
issues. We had a
Yeah.
full, a $300 full spectrum camera break.
Yep.
Flash drive
We
tonight.
A flash
just
drive
had
tonight.
a
Yeah.
128 gigabyte flash drive. It's corrupted now.
We had like a couple people tonight who were trying to download a software program, and they couldn't get the software program to work, which is another, like, that's a whole other issue.
I mean, it's tough because we have new investigations, new places we've never gone. We're getting people coming to us, and it's like we're taking 2 steps forward, but then 3 steps
Yeah.
back because sometimes we have to cancel because we don't have a camera.
Yeah, or like we just have to go places and be like, we'll come, but we can
Just
only do
audio.
audio because we're still waiting on we have 2 new cameras like on the way here right now. So,
From Amazon.com.
I just
sponsors.
got a request for another case actually through email. A school up in Lansing, I think.
Where's that?
From us or Eric?
No, they just emailed us. It wasn't.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. I mean, speaking of places that, like, people contacting us to come investigate them, Greg, Nick, and I just went to a place in Salisbury this past Friday? Yeah, this past Friday. It's a business called Grievous Gallery.
It's awesome business.
Yeah, it was, and a lot of really strange things happened there.
It was different than most of our investigations. For me and her, definitely, we just got a different vibe. Sometimes you'll just sit in a room and you'll feel presence. But this time it was almost like, it was just heavier.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
I'm not sure if it,
unless
like,
you're
didn't want us there, or
And I don't know if
the emotion attached.
Yeah, I don't know if he told you guys this, but they get constant like heavy feelings, like people need to leave. It happened to the wife. It happened to 2
Yeah.
other people.
I knew about the wife because she told us that, like, last time that we were there, she told us about her breakdown that she had just had randomly, because it's like, and she said actually the day that we went this time to do the investigation, since the last time we'd been there, so it'd been like about a month since we went for the meeting and then for this investigation, and in that month's time, like, 3 people had
It was
like
2 on the
breakdowns.
same night.
yeah,
The
or
daughter
other
won't
episodes.
go
Yeah, their
past,
daughter
like,
won't
a
even
certain
like
point
go
in
in
their
the
own
back
building.
anymore. Just a lot of weird stuff and like some strange noises that we can't explain. But we haven't gotten to review any audio yet, so it was pretty cool.
Have fun.
Yeah, kind of wish you had been able to come.
Yeah, I definitely want to do the house at least when we go back.
Yeah, their house is really cool. You haven't been to their house
No, I
yet.
haven't. He told me I'm just like in for the time of my life.
Yeah.
He said it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a Victorian, original Victorian home.
And he described it as way, way more haunted than the gallery. So
Yeah,
if the
and
gallery
even
was
the
that
gallery
strong
was
for you guys.
pretty active.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't even there that long because it was a long night, and like we said,
It was just audio.
it was just audio, and like it felt really weird and heavy, so we ended up not staying that long. But even in the few hours that we were there, we
Felt
had
like
to
we
have
got
caused
concrete.
some stuff, yeah, because some of those noises were so loud that it was like, there's no way audio did not
We thought it was an animal.
pick it up. Yeah, we were like back there
Search
trying to
for
like
an animal.
chase an animal to see if we could get it like come out. I don't think it was an animal, but
It was interesting. It was definitely, by far, that gallery had the most disembodied voices
Yeah.
ever.
yeah.
And what a disembodied voice is, there are 2 different types of voices that we can capture. So one is an EVP where we don't hear it at the time.
It's like a different frequency.
Yeah, we don't hear it at the time for whatever reason, and then when we go and play back the audio, there's a voice there that we didn't hear in real time. And then disembodied voices, pretty much that means it's a voice that seems to come from nowhere, where it does not come from a body, so it's disembodied voice, just clear as day. It's just like if I wasn't here, they're talking, and you hear, "Hey," and it's like,
None
who
of
said
us,
that?
yeah.
It was like me and Greg were in the back, Emily was in the bathroom,
Mhm.
and we're in one of their back rooms, and it's like some guy just shouts behind us. Some middle-aged guy just screams,
Yeah, it's
"Hey,"
just-
or something like that. It was loud.
Yeah, which I didn't hear, because like Nick said, I was in the bathroom, and so I guess maybe I had just flushed the toilet or something, like, I don't know, I was making noise, and so I didn't really hear anything, and I just hear Nick and Greg go, "We
Was that
heard
you talking?"
you," or was that you talking? I don't know what they said, and I was like, "What? No, what?" And I like came out of the bathroom, I was like, "What's going on?" And then you were Snapchatting
Right
Yeah.
after that.
right after that, and we were all kind of like hanging out in the back, and he was Snapchatting like this cool room that they have, and something happened like while you were Snapchatting, so you may have even gotten that on your Snapchat.
I'll try to put that. I listen to the Snapchat. The audio on the phones are so bad, I can't hear anything.
Well, and we were like talking, so.
Yeah, but I'll put the clip in right. So the clip you just watched, that's the Snapchat we're talking about, where I'm just like Snapchatting the night in random pieces, and in the middle of one of my Snapchats, Emily's talking, and it's just like right behind her, something. It sounds like shuffling, and then almost like a low voice kind of thing. It's really weird, but hopefully our audio recorders picked it up. We probably won't have that done by the time this video's out, but I at least have the Snapchat in there.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was even the time where it was like we were standing in the back room and there's like rows of boxes. Basically, what Grievous Gallery does, if you don't know, is it's a place where you can go and you can pay money to release your anxiety, your frustrations, your fears, whatever you have that's stressing you out in any way, by throwing glass bottles, cups, plates, mugs, anything, and you just throw them at this like wall. So we're in the back room, there's tons of boxes of these like bottles and cups and stuff, and it just sounded like somebody came up and like tapped on one of the boxes right in front of me and Nick, and it was like, what was that? Like, it was so clear that that's what it was.
The best part was that each box sounded different. So
Yeah.
you could tell exactly.
Well, and that
which one
particular box, like
tapped.
most of them have glass bottles, like Coke bottles, wine bottles, random bottles, but that particular box didn't have bottles in it. It had like ceramic mugs
Yeah,
in
that's
it, which
different.
was oddly like the one different box out of all of them. But it was a cool place, and I'm pretty excited to go back.
Me too.
I'm excited to do anything, honestly. We have that investigation at some point. We'll be going back to their house, and then we have the USS Yorktown coming up in December, right?
And then maybe a new case right here.
Yeah, we'll see if I'll contact them this week, and then we have another residential that, Emily, you're contacting them, right?
Mm-hmm, I gotta contact them this week.
But we are really busy. Everything's breaking, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, like,
Yes.
even though it's busy and we keep having technical difficulties,
Stressful.
we're growing and we're improving, and
Growing
that's worth
pains.
it. Like,
Growing
yeah,
pains.
that's worth it. We'll keep doing it.
It's a lot of fun. When I started the club, I definitely didn't think we would be here.
Yeah, in 2011, you didn't see this happening.
Someone contacted
Yeah.
Ryan out of the blue for us to come investigate.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I would have known, I would have met y'all, I would have canceled this club immediately.
I don't blame you.
Huh?
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Well, are we as annoying as like that earlier?
What he's referring to is
It's
a
like- it's-
room.
Mockery of what I'm being.
Right.
It's like times 100.
Right. It just so happens that the time we sit down to film this, they actually went away or left or whatever, which is good because they were so loud.
They'd be louder than us, and they're in a whole other room.
Right. You wouldn't even be able to hear us probably because you'd be distracted by them. Yeah, we just like to like move around some. We've been in the same building a lot.
We like Denny.
We do
It's
like
got a whole
it. Yeah,
different
well,
feel.
Denny
That's
used
where
to
we
be
had our
kind of
first
like,
meeting.
yeah, Denny used to be kind of our like home base, but then they just did a bunch of like reconstruction and stuff, renovation, and we weren't allowed to be in there when they were doing that, so, and now it's just kind of like up to Crest, wherever they give you.
Yeah. been different this year, it feels like.
Like
Just
trying to get
trying to
rooms.
reserve rooms.
Yeah, it is. It's like way more difficult, I feel like, because I definitely requested like every building but this one, and we ended up in this one. So whatever. I doubt Crest is watching this.
Who cares?
This is the beef
We have
podcast.
a lot of beef with a bunch of places tonight. Party City. What was the other first one?
Spirit Halloween,
Oh, Spirit of Halloween.
the United States Postal Service.
Right.
Yeah.
And now
My
Crest.
specific mailman.
your specific mailman.
Yeah, I mean, where did the package
Well,
go?
see, that's happened to me at my apartment too. Is like I ordered something and I definitely got like an email and the Amazon like text alert that was like, "Hey, your package is delivered." And at my apartment, if it's a really small like flat thing, they'll put it in our mailbox like slot that has a key. But if it's a box or anything like bigger, they just take it to the front office and give it to them. But this was like a flat, small package, so it should have fit in my mailbox. And for some reason, they claim that on the Amazon slip it said to be placed at the door, which I don't know why I would have put that, because as y'all know, you've been in my apartment, no one can find my apartment. Like,
That's true.
you would never know where my apartment is. So, of course, they couldn't find it. They didn't place it at the door. So then they didn't know what to do with it. And like, I just happened to be checking my mail one day. Like, after this whole thing happened, I was still looking for it for like 2 or 3 days. And after that happened, the mailman happened to be like at my apartment putting mail in slots. And it's the same guy every day. And so I just kind of went up to him and was like, "Hey, I've been looking for this package. Like, what happened to it?" And he said, "Oh, I actually have it like right here. I was about to take it back to the post office to, send it back or something." And I was like, "Oh, no, I'll take that. Thank you." And so I was like, no one can find my apartment. Why would you ever try to put it at the door?
Adding to that, I've seen a UPS guy come to our house, run up to the door, leave a sticker, and then leave. And then I opened the door and the sticker said, "Sorry, we missed you."
But they
Like,
didn't
he
even ring the
no,
doorbell.
He didn't have the package. He just brought the sticker that said, "Sorry, we missed you. Come to the office." And
You know what's funny? The whole myth of like, if you don't want to answer the door and UPS or FedEx is there, you like kind of like hide like you're not home and they'll ring the doorbell and give it a few seconds. In reality, they do not spend a second at your door. They literally ring the doorbell or knock and they immediately start walking away.
Yeah.
They're gonna assume that you don't care, and they honestly don't care. So it's like there's the whole myth of like I want to avoid my package deliverer.
Yeah.
They want to avoid you.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
did-
it's literally by the time you hear that they're there,
They're already
gone.
gone. Did you see there's like a thing going around, I think it was on Facebook recently, where a mailman was delivering, I think it was in England, but he was delivering flowers, and they come in this like tall box of flowers, and it was pouring rain, and he didn't want to leave them at the front door and the box gets soaking wet and the flowers get, anyway, he didn't want to like ruin it. So he took the person's like doormat that was sitting in front of their door and he put the box down and then just put the doormat on top of the box so that at least if it rained on it, it would just rain on the doormat. And everyone was going insane over this video.
Because they didn't like it, or
Because, well, one person was complaining because they didn't like the fact that you just left the package there for like the world to see. But the other people were like, that's so thoughtful of him to actually care to not get it wet from the rain. So it was kind of like a mixed feelings thing.
Yeah, years ago, we had someone leave an edible arrangement on the doorstep when we weren't home.
An edible
Yeah,
arrangement.
and this is Charlotte, okay? It's like 95 with 70% humidity, and he just leaves it outside.
Ew, that's gross. Yeah, I think one time we like ordered something that was like food related, and we left a cooler outside and like a note that said like, please place in cooler. It worked. They did it. I mean,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
gotta do what you gotta do.
We're getting close to the end, so I just want to add one more beef onto this since
Oh.
we're talking about beefs.
Let's all
So,
add our
okay,
beef.
Ticketmaster. Okay, I know you're watching, so just listen. So I'm trying to take my parents to see a comedian in November, and I go online to order the tickets.
well, comedian
Yeah,
can't.
yeah. You gotta tell us who.
Lewis Black. I doubt you've heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of that.
Okay.
I mean, he's-
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. So I'm going to order the tickets. My mom needs to have an aisle seat. So, okay, I go on, boom, reserve 3 tickets. I hit buy, and then it does a little processing your order thing and
Yeah.
returns and says, someone beat you these tickets. Here are some other ones you can buy. I looked at them, all right, they're an aisle seat, hit it. Same thing, comes back,
Oh my
someone beat you.
gosh.
I repeated that step about 10 times.
No one could be buying tickets that quickly.
Exactly, I gave up, and then I said, all right, I'll just call them. So I call the hotline, not the automated one, because I need an aisle seat. I can't communicate that to a robot. So I call the one that has a human operator. It doesn't even ring. It just goes straight to the robot, and it says, oh, we're sorry, all of our people are busy. Please call back later. Hangs up. Like, it doesn't put you on hold.
It just hangs up on you.
I don't even think they have humans operating the phone at this point.
Oh my gosh. It's not, especially like it's a comedian that we didn't even know who it was. So you know that it's like not popular enough that people are like, oh, I gotta buy all these tickets right
he's
now.
big. He's into the Ovens Arena. So I mean, he's a pretty big deal. But yeah, there's no way
not
people
that
will buy
big.
it. He's not Chris Rock. He's not Kevin Hart. He's not that.
Kevin Hart, we have a professor at UNC Charlotte named Kevin Hart. He's
True.
a sociology professor. I had him, and like the very first day of class, he came in and was like, hey, my name's Kevin Hart, and no, I'm not a comedian. And I was like, cool.
Cool story.
Cool story, bro. We got it. We couldn't tell by the fact we're taking your 6 p.m. on a Monday night sociology class. Yeah.
I wish he was a comedian.
So your beef is Ticketmaster. Did you say your beef for tonight?
I don't really have a beef.
I
I
don't
know Greg has beef with me though, because I've been taking Snapchat videos of me putt-putting all over the place.
Yeah, don't.
Look here.
Stop doing that.
Let me tell you things that I could care less about seeing you Snapchat. Things that look fun that I didn't get an invite to. Don't
Okay, we invited you to
your
IHOP.
story.
You okay?
Let me explain.
He's
Let me
about
It's not
to
my
go.
fault.
Hold on,
It's all
hold on,
across
hold
the
on.
room.
He's
This is
about
what
to
happens.
go.
We go to North Carolina for the 5th time. Okay, we stay there till like 4 in the morning. Alright, I wait till like 5 in the morning to let him into the room.
He
Did you
was
forget about
smoking.
that?
He was smoking.
Did you yeah, because Nick's coming. I've already taken a shower. I'm ready to go
I
to
guess
sleep.
he had nothing else to do.
Yeah,
so.
Cameron didn't want to wait on me, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to go wait on Nick. Took you like 30 minutes to get to the, like, make a 10-minute drive. Anyways.
He texted me at like 4:16, said, when y'all gonna be back? And we were back at like 4:20, I think.
We were back at like 4:20. Okay, anyways,
Anyways.
I'm not gonna choose sides in this story.
Beef.
So I go to sleep. Everything's all good. I put my phone on the only available charger right beside the TV, obviously like on the other side of where I'm sleeping. Because who's going to be texting me at 4:30 in the morning, right? Especially to make plans about the next day. That would be insane. Clearly they would assume, you know, that hey, I'm on a trip, maybe. Anyways, I wake up at 10:35, and Nick is standing at the foot of my bed, and he's like, hey, here's the audio recorder from last night. Okay, cool. Just put it in the bag, and I go back to sleep for like 5 more minutes. Nick's gone, and then I go check my phone, and he said like, "Hey, we're going to IHOP at 10:30," and it's like, Nick, you were in my room at 10:35. If I didn't reply, I didn't say like, no, I don't want to go. I just didn't.
He's going to
Now,
check.
hold on, why didn't I get this invite either?
You weren't.
You
weren't
told
even
us you were
there.
leaving
You
early.
left.
That doesn't mean I wouldn't have drove back.
You were gonna drive.
Anyways,
you were
look,
gonna,
that's fake. That's
what?
fake
You
beef.
were
Okay.
gonna leave
this
and
is all
drive
real
back to
beef.
Wilmington.
I was on the road for 2 hours already, but I could have turned around.
No, this
Okay.
is the
The point
thing. You
is,
were in my room. If I was
Okay.
a room beside you, you could have said, "Hey, just so you know, we're going to IHOP." I see you that text for some reason at 5 in the morning, thinking that you would know where you're going to be tomorrow at 10:30.
I think you're really just mad because the last time we went to IHOP, he didn't get invited. Was that what it was? He didn't get invited last time?
And then
I
I
think
get
that-
invited for this time at 5 in the morning. What are you gonna do?
Well,
Next
the worst
time.
part of the last time was that we were gonna go to that auditorium, but it was closed.
Yeah, see-
Because it was off season.
Doesn't matter. I like weird stuff. Hold on, but real talk, just we're gonna squash this beef. Even if I would have seen that in time, I had a really bad headache and I definitely would not have went. I drove straight home.
And what are you even mad about?
I wouldn't turn around yet.
It's the fact that
the
sitting at the foot of my bed.
funniest part to me is that like when he came back to bring you the recorder, he had already left to go to IHOP. Like we were on the road to go to IHOP and he called me and he's like, hey, I gotta turn around real quick and go back to give you the recorder.
Yeah, IHOP just wasn't on his brain at that point. I
You know,
guess that's why I
honestly,
forgot
like,
to mention
It
It-
wasn't the best. It wasn't
For-
like the greatest
alright,
IHOP experience.
really have
it.
out.
For,
It really
forget that.
wasn't.
Forget that beef. Are there any final beefs that we can wrap up in under a minute? Final beefs? Who got beefs with?
My final beef is that I had to walk around in this costume and like no one else actually like dressed up. Like you put on a jacket.
I was
you put
fully
on-
prepared. I was
Okay,
fully
but you
prepared.
have, but currently you have on a jacket, you have on a flannel and a Starbucks cup.
And I'm clearly Clark Kent.
And no, and he's wearing the suit that he wore all day today. I took the time to make a skirt and like actually put effort in, and then had to stand in the hallway and watch people stare at me because they're like, "Why is this girl dressed up as Minnie Mouse?" So my beef is that we discussed this whole costume thing in the last podcast. The last,
World's
it was like the first
I woke
podcast.
up. I woke up at 5:30. I put 2 giant lights in my truck, an extension cord, change of clothes, Halloween costume, my
Then
camera, my tripod, my
took the
spare
time to
tripod,
put all of it
a
in your
spare
car, why don't
Zoom,
you
the
put it
spare
on?
camera, everything else I needed for work.
No, then you should have put it on. I'm
Bees.
just
I got
saying.
I can hear
bees.
it. I can hear it.
We all
Hold on,
complained
hold on,
about
hold on,
Ryan.
hold on.
You're beautiful.
We all complained about Ryan not dressing up in a costume, but
You just don't like my costume.
See?
bro.
I didn't call him out by name. I was very subtle about it, but you just called him out.
Ryan
So now
is
he's
not
being
wearing your
you.
costume. I don't care. You said who has more beef. That
Okay.
was my beef.
So, thank y'all for watching the podcast. We're
Basically
gonna wrap
about
up.
beef.
Comment down below.
Basically, we all just complained
Yeah.
this whole video.
Comment down below who you have beef with.
Full stories.
Yeah.
Full story, please.
Living-
Also, you probably missed it at this point. We're doing a 50 subscriber giveaway. Thank you guys for 50 subscribers. We're gonna give away a shirt. If we haven't picked a winner, which I'll add on the screen, yes or no, have we picked a winner, whatever. All you have to do to enter to win a free shirt shipped to wherever you are, provided that you're in the continental United States, is comment what type that you subscribe first, then comment what type of video you want to see more of. So podcast, evidence videos, full investigations, vlogs. Tell us what your favorite type of video on this channel is. We're literally going to go through all the videos that have these types of comments, select one winner. One winner will contact the person over, I guess their Gmail through their Google Plus, if people still use that. You'll get a notification, promise. We'll bug you and tell us your address. And then, that sounded weird, but we're going to send you the shirt.
Yeah,
That's
if you
it.
want the shirt, we are going to need to know that information.
Yeah.
So, you know,
We can send the shirt to like your neighbor's house and you trust us.
just let your neighbor know, like, hey, I'm
Get a
getting a
shirt that says
package
Ghost
that
Hunting
says
Club.
Ghost Hunting Club on it. Don't be
Yeah.
freaked out by that.
Either way, so comment down below. Also, like and subscribe, please. It helps us out.
It does.
So,
You should do that. Also, I mean, why not? There's also like a bell notification. There's like a little bell icon down below, and if you hit that, it like lets you know every time we upload, which is on Fridays. But coming up soon, we're going to be. What? Why did you just get up and walk away? Whatever. We upload on Fridays, but soon we'll be uploading a lot more frequently. So click the bell icon. What are you doing? Why are you?